depth in this area. I got a 5-foot keel.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Well, for those of you who've been following along with us, after I did the bottom paint, the boat was put back in the water. And then after several months, I had to fire the old engine up again and move the boat over into the slip that they wanted me to keep it in temporarily as we continued doing the work that we needed to get done on the boat. Yeah, well, I was definitely a bit rusty after all those months of not handling the boat. But, practice makes perfect, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. But when you stop doing it, sometimes you got to learn it all over again.
First off, I want to make sure that I can adjust the lines from where I can reach. So I usually put the eye on a piling so I can adjust it from the boat because I can't adjust it at the
Right.
And that'll take care of it.
All right, great. Thanks. My name's Vin.
Ben?
Vin with a V.
Vin. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate
Like
your help.
Vincent, or-
Yeah, Vincent. Yeah. Well, at evening time, I then fell overboard about 10 o'clock at night with no one around, without a life vest. The weather was cold, and then I had a difficult time trying to climb out. But I was rescued, and I'll tell you what, though, I was pretty discouraged. I was ready to just kind of call it quits, frankly. I really felt like an idiot falling into the water. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Well, Amy and I got here late last night, and we have a list of things we have to do here on the boat before we can head out, which our goal is to head out this weekend, weather permitting. One of the things I have to do to get ready to go is learn how to use this new camera. Those of you that might remember from the last episode when I fell in the water, my nice camcorder, it was a nice Canon camcorder, was great for YouTube because you could whip it out real quick and take quick movie shots on the run. It was a really great camera, but it's at the bottom of Davy Jones's locker. So I got this new camera on loan and from a friend of mine, but it's a completely different type of camera, and I have to learn how to use it. So that's something I got to do so I can keep making these videos for you. In the meantime, we do have a list of stuff that we have to get done, and we're going to take a look at each one of these jobs one by one. So hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.
So we're fixing our steaming light, and we're really starting from scratch.
It's supposed to light on right there, light up right there in the front.
And this comes straight up. That's wet, and it's, definitely don't want to stick anything down there.
Hold on, let me see.
Okay, so that has two prongs like you'd stick in, and look at this. This has two prongs that go into there.
Right.
It's wet. It's pretty nasty right now. Okay, the interesting or weird thing, and I'm not sure how you do it. This unscrews. Not sure why it unscrews. That's where these two wires go through here, but then how do they separate one to each prong? There's no, so I don't know how does this unscrew? I don't know. I'd have to look this thing up. And then it makes no sense of why this would screw off, because if you unscrew this and you've sealed it, you're gonna rip the wires off. Woohoo! Success!
Hey, Aim.
Hi everyone. Hope everyone who celebrated Thanksgiving had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We sure did. Had a wonderful time with our family. And now it's time to focus back again on Yab Yum and getting Yab Yum unwrapped a little bit from work and from the hurricane season. And we are going to move her. So you may be surprised to where, but we're going to move her, and we have to get her unwrapped and ready to go. Let's take a look at some of the tasks we have to do in order for us to leave in a few days.
Well, the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to use some butyl tape to seal up some of these openings that let water into the boat. One of the problems that I had when the hurricane hit was that there was water getting through the windows onto my nav station, and that's why the internet went out, because the wires got wet. So I'm trying to seal up these windows. One of the things about windows on boats, old or new, they tend to leak fairly easily. So I know lots of people want to look at a nice big windows in a boat, but actually windows don't really have that much of a place down below. In my eye, I would just as soon take all the windows out and epoxy it over with fiberglass, frankly. But let's take a look. Not a pretty job, but it does get the job done. This butyl tape is really great. This old boat needs to have these windows sealed up a little bit. So this is the best thing I can do until I figure out how to either replace the windows or fix them somehow. One of the things about these windows, according to the owners group, is it's not a standard window, and the metal rims around it are all handmade. They're not like machine where you can just repeat them and recreate them easily. So it's a challenge, but they are fixable. In the meantime, I'm going to seal them up this way.